Every shoe starts with intention. Before the curtain, before the sewing, before the polishing, there is imagination. I sit down and think about the style, the structure, the comfort, the feeling I want the shoe to give. Because shoemaking is not just about fashion, it's about expression. The details matter. The curves matter. The finishing matters. And most importantly, the person that will wear it matters. After the idea comes the material selection. This part is very important. The leather has to feel right, the texture has to match the design, the color has to speak. Sometimes people think shoemaking is just cutting leather and joining pieces together, but it's deeper than that. Every material reacts differently. Some are softer, some are stronger, some are easier to shape, and understanding those differences takes experience. You learn those things through practice, through failure, and through consistency. Now the real work begins. Cutting. This stage requires focus because one wrong measurement can affect everything. Every line has to be clean, every piece has to fit perfectly. There is no rushing in craftsmanship. And honestly, that is one thing shoemaking has taught me about life. Good things take time. In a world where everybody wants fast results, craftsmanship reminds you to slow down and respect the process. After cutting comes shaping and joining the pieces together. This is where the design slowly starts coming alive. You begin to see the vision taking form. The sewing stage is one of my favorite parts because it brings structure to the shoe. Every stitch has a purpose. Some people may not notice those tiny details, but craftsmen notice, and that is what separates handmade from mass production. Handmade products carry effort, they carry personality, they carry soul. There are moments during the process where things don't go perfectly. Sometimes a measurement is slightly off. Sometimes a material behaves differently than expected. Sometimes you have to start a part all over again. But that's part of the journey. Shoemaking has taught me patience more than anything else because perfection is not rushed. It's built slowly, and every challenge becomes part of the experience that makes you better. Now we move to lasting and soul attachment. This stage is where the shoe truly becomes a shoe. The structure becomes stronger, the shape becomes clearer, everything begins to come together. At this point, I'm not just thinking about how the shoe looks, I'm thinking about how it feels. Comfort matters, balance matters, durability matters, because a good shoe should not only look good in pictures, it should feel good when worn. And then comes the finishing, the cleaning, the polishing, the final touches. This is the stage where everything gets refined. Sometimes the smallest adjustment makes the biggest difference. A cleaner edge, a smoother finish, a good shape. Details create excellence, and excellence is never accidental. What I love most about shoemaking is that every finished pair tells a story, not just the customer's story, but mine too. Every pair represents hours of work, learning, growth, discipline, creativity. This is more than just making shoes for me. This is art. This is passion. This is purpose. A lot of people are scared to start because they think they need everything figured out. But the truth is, every expert once started as a beginner. Nobody becomes great overnight. You improve one step at a time, one mistake at a time, one lesson at a time. And that is exactly how craftsmanship works. So whenever you see a handmade shoe, understand that you're not just looking at fashion, you're looking at dedication, you're looking at skill, you're looking at time, patience, and vision combined together. And for me, that is the beauty of creating with your hands. So if you've watched this far, thank you for supporting handmade craftsmanship and the work behind every detail. This is more than making shoes, and this is the life of a shoemaker. From sketch to leather to stitching to the final finish, this pair was made with intention, and this is only the beginning. Welcome to the journey of a shoemaker. Step with splendor. Thank you. Bye.